Good morning, Diecast folks. It's another morning with coffee and cars and stuff. And I have a couple rants. Uh, I was watching. YouTube suggests videos to the right when you're looking at your screen to the right, and there's this guy who was like vlogging from his semi from his truck, and he had like 6 followers. And I'm like, that dude, only his family and maybe a couple friends are watching that, but yet he still does it. So YouTube is kind of cool like that. No matter how few subscribers or viewers you actually have, it gives you this free platform to run your mouth. And this channel is stupid. I mean, there's no reason for me to still be doing this, except there's like 4, 5, 6, possibly even 10 people out there that I know like this stuff. And I'm not asking for compliments or to comment on that. I'm just saying that I realize this channel is idiotic, and but showing cars and talking about what I'm doing in terms of diecast collecting seems to resonate with some people. So I'm going to continue to do it. I this morning I realized that if I commit a heinous crime and the forensics team comes in and checks out my computer and my search history, most of what they're going to find, besides the diecast stuff, is me trying to figure out what words are that young people say. Because I like slang, but modern slang for like the 20 and under crowd changes so much. I just don't like, I'm like, what the hell does that word mean? What is that reference? And I like doing that. It's fun. So yesterday, within 24 hours, I heard this term, ghibli, or hibli, depending on which language you want to use it from. And the one that seems to be what they're referencing is this Japanese animator, Miyazaki, I think is his name. And his studio is called Ghibli, Ghibli. And it's like a Libyan wind originally, and then there was an Italian car called the Ghibli. And Miyazaki, if I'm pronouncing his name right, pronounces it Ghibli. So I'm going to say Ghibli. But 3 times yesterday, I was like, what is this Ghibli everybody's talking about? Anyway, that's what I searched for yesterday, Ghibli. So, funny story for you. I was getting gas yesterday, and across the parking lot, there's a Dollar Tree. And I'm like, don't do it. Don't bother. Like, that's the Dollar Tree where the Kevins sit in the parking lot and wait for the truck to arrive. And when the truck pulls up, they go in and demand that the employee goes and gets the boxes for them so they can be first and win at toys. So I'm like, that there's never anything there. It's void. But I was like, you never know. So I decided to go get some peanut butter cups. I'm like, I'll just go buy some peanut butter cups and stop by the diecast section. So I go into this Dollar Tree, and as I'm entering, because these dollar stores in general are broken, they're like shitholes, there's a sign on magic marker on the window that said cash only. I was like, oh, I guess their system is down again. So I'm walking back. I grabbed some peanut butter cups, and I go back towards the diecast section, and I'm thinking to myself, this is going to be the day that the pegs are fully stocked with goodies and I don't have any cash on me. And I get back there, and I stand in front of, I can tell from afar that the pegs are full. And I get back there, and what do I find? A Cyber Quad, the Oracle Red Bull racing car, F1 car, a pedal driver treasure hunt, 2 black Porsche GT3s, and the Sunny Truck Super Treasure Hunt. Just hanging there. Like, somebody must have just stocked, because this place is like picked over by scalpers so hard. But they must have just stocked it. And I'm thinking, I don't have any cash. What am I going to do? So I pulled everything that I wanted. There were a couple other things that aren't worth mentioning. I go to the register, and I ask her, let me shut this. I'm not blue. And I said, do you take checks by any chance? And no, don't take checks. I said, will you hold these and I'll go find an ATM? And she said, sure. And she said, there's an ATM in the gas station across the street, the one I was just at. So I go over and walk over there and pay $3.50 service charge to use their ATM, and got some cash out, and I went back and I bought them. So there they are. I bought them. And once again, it's one of those scenarios where you're like, how do I'm a grown ass man. Why am I like bending over backwards to get these toys? But I had to have this one to open because I recently committed to adding supers to the Ignition Diecast archive. So from now on, anytime I find a super in a case or in the wild, if it's not already in the archive, that's where it's going to go. So this here one is perfect. It's like nice and crispy fresh. Oh, the bubble's crushed. Guess I might as well open it now. And there it is. The Super Treasure Hunt Dodson Sunny truck. And my autofocus. Oh, there it goes. Perfect. And the TH is on the tail. It says Super TH on the tail. It's very hard to read in person, but if you zoom in, you can see it. And this is one of those where the color is quite a bit different from the regular version. Like the regular one is like teal, and this is Spectre Flame blue. The only other one I can think of that was like that was the Datsun 510 wagon. The regular version was purple, but the super was Spectre Flame pink. So, trivia question for y'all. Were there any other supers that the super version was a distinctly different color than the regular version? What do you think? So, I'm working my way through that ugly box portion of the inbox, and I'm getting kind of burnt out on old cars. So we're going to look at some today, and then everything that remains, which is over here, I've taken it all out of the box already. We're going to finish up tomorrow and Friday. 2 more days of old cars, and then we're done. Then we can move on to other stuff. So let me show you what came out of that box. Another one of these. Like, here's one that's going in the archive. I have one already. One's going to the archive, and this one is up for sale at Ignition Diecast. It's funny, I never heard of this car, and now this particular seller had 3 in perfect condition. A Fiat 500C, and chrome issues for sure, which is detailed in the product listing. I think we're selling this for $1.29 or 99 cents, something like that. So archive ads that do have some damage, so the line will be considered green, is this Dodge Sidewinder. Beautiful shape, except for the rims. A Buick Wildcat, I believe. Perfect shape, except for the rims. Supposed to be chrome on there. So those 2 are going in the archive as flagged as green. Here's 6 cars that were relatively perfect that I really can't complain. This Porsche GT1-98. I believe this is called an Olds Aurora. And this is very cool because this came in 3 colors, and this was the one color we needed. So now the archive has all 3 color variants of this car. A beautiful Nomad with good chrome still. No paint flaws. It's one of the ones that this kid or this guy actually treated right. So perfect shape. Archive it goes. Another hydroplane in white. The Mighty Might or something, Little Might. I can't remember what this official name is. It's something Might. Hyper Might. And purple. I believe this is the first edition, the debut. But it's in good shape. No chrome problems. And this, I'm going to have to look at. I can't remember what this is called. And it's not on the bottom. Toss across. It's something to, like, I don't know. You probably know. But 5-dot wheels in very good shape. Almost 100%. Very new-like. But this is going to the archive because it needed one. And then I found some really cool goodies in there that I'm keeping. An orange one of these GT1 98s. And yeah, it's got chrome issues, but I don't care. I might finish stripping it off and just have them be like black motorsport wheels. This Porsche, it's a P911, P-911. And I didn't happen to have this particular one, so that was a nice find. Some chrome missing from the rims, but again, I don't care that much. 2 Celica, Pikes Peak Celicas, and this was a casting I wasn't aware of. I knew about the Pikes Peak Tacoma, but I didn't know that Hot Wheels made a Celica. And both these are in pretty good shape. So I'm going to add these to my Toyota box and might have a new collecting thread. I don't know. Speaking of new collecting threads, there's this, which I forgot. It's a 2 something, Roman numeral 2. This box had 2 of them. And it's a really cool looking car that resembles the Surf Crate quite a bit. Like when I first saw it, I thought it was a Surf Crate, but from afar I thought that, but no, it's not. It's called something else. But I think what I want to do until I have a lot is the Surf Crate and this casting, which I now have 2 of, are going to share a box because they're pretty similar. And then when it starts getting crowded, I'll split it out. Anyway, that's all I got this morning. I have a full cup of coffee that's warm. I'm going to have to go microwave it. And 2 more days and we'll be done with all of these scary box cars. And happy hunting. Talk to you tomorrow, Thursday.